Hello friends, so today I'm going to start division into groups. That means the problems are related to distribution. Okay, so let us begin with division or distribution into groups. So that is, we can say that very important subject, and we can say that from here, yes, we will proceed to some advanced part of PNC, isn't it? So we can say that this one is important one. So what is division into groups means we need to distribute some objects into some groups. Yes, isn't it? Okay. So yes, write down what is the statement. We can say that the number of ways of distributing m plus n. Total m plus n objects are there, and these are different objects. M plus n different objects into, let's say, two groups, or you can say that boxes. Initially I'm taking two groups only, after that we'll journalize it. Okay, so that it is the condition that so that each group, or let's say one group, contains m objects and second group contains, let's say, n number of objects, and that is given by, or that is equals to, we can say that m plus n. Yes, factorial divided by m factorial into n factorial, isn't it? So how it came? We can say that out of m plus n total objects, we can select m in m plus n cm ways. Now we selected m objects. Now yes, distribute these m objects, or distribute, or we can say that give these m objects to the one group, and remaining are how many? We can say that n, and select n out of these n. That can be, yes, done in ncn ways. So total we can say that these number of ways will be there, and after solving it, what will be the answer? M plus n factorial divided by m factorial into n factorial, isn't it? So we can generalize this one up to any number of groups. Let's say total objects are, let's say, m plus n plus p, and we need to distribute or divide these objects into three groups. Then we can say that the formula will be what? M plus n plus p whole factorial divided by, yes, m factorial n factorial p factorial, isn't it? Now you only tell me, yes, what is this? We can say that this one is m plus n plus p. Select m out of these total elements or total objects and give to any group. Then remaining are how many? We can say that n plus p. Select n out of these and give to the second group, and remaining are p. Select p out of p and give to the, yes, third group. So we can say that after solution of this one, yes, this will be the final answer, isn't it? So remember guys, this is not the, we can say that final case. We'll see here two cases arises. Okay, so we'll see one by one both cases. Okay, case 1 and case 2, and we'll see what are the variations in these type of questions. Okay, so yes, let us consider first case. Case 1. Here, case 1 means we are distributing or dividing the objects into the groups. And let's say, yes, name of the groups are not specified. That means what? We can say that we cannot distinguish among the groups. Yes or no? That means we can say that all groups are identical, or we can say that indistinguishable groups. That is the first case. So we can say that name of the groups in which we are distributing objects is not specified. Name of the group is not specified. Not specified means we can say that groups are identical. But remember one thing, guys. Yes, I already mentioned that m plus n, the total number of objects must be different. Then only, yes, division into groups is possible. Isn't it? That means these formulas are possible only when, yes, all the elements or objects which are going to be distributed must be different, or we can say that distinct. Isn't it? Okay. So that means what we can say that, that means we can say that indistinguishable, yes, objects. That means identical groups. Identical groups means we cannot differentiate among the groups. Which group is which one? Okay. So first one, yes, in case one, I'm writing first part. Okay. That is unequal distribution. Unequal distribution means what? We can say that, let's say, yes, we can say that m is not equals to n. Then the formula will be what? We can say that then the total number of ways will be m plus n whole factorial divided by m factorial into n factorial. Okay, so let us take one example. Let's say four distinct objects are there, and we need to divide these four objects into two groups such that one group contains three elements and second contains one element. Yes, that is the question. Now you only tell me what is m. M is 3, n is 1, and m plus n equals to, we can say that 4. So answer will be what? We can say that m plus n whole factorial divided by m factorial into n factorial. So we can say that 4 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 1 factorial. So answer will be what? 4 only. Okay. Can we see? Yes, the ways of distribution. Yes, four ways. So we can say that, let's say one group contains ABC, second contain only D. Yes, C. Then we can say that ABD. Yes, any group contain, let's say B, second one, let's say contain ACD. Next one, let's say we can say that this contain BCD and this contains A. Yes or no? Yes. So you only tell me, guys. Yes, here four possible ways are there or not? Yes or no? Is there any more? You only tell me, is there any more? No. No one is other than this, because name of the groups is not specified. That means groups are identical. So you cannot say that, sir, one will be the, yes, this possible combination. This is C, this is ABD. No, whether ABD, or listen me correctly. Let's say you says four objects are there, A, B, C, D. You can say that, sir, one more possibility is there where ABD is here and C is here. No, this is equivalent to this one only, because name of the group is not specified, so we cannot distinguish among the groups. So we cannot say that this particular group has C and this particular group has ABD. No, whether C is in this group or ABD is in second group, or C is in second group or ABD in first group, same combination is there. Why? Because we cannot distinguish among the groups. Groups are identical, so whether C is here or here, both combinations will be the same only. Isn't it? So we can say that there will be four combinations only. Isn't it? You can write in any manner. Yes, one manner is this one. Isn't it? But you cannot say that more than four combinations will be there. Okay, we cannot say. Isn't it? That is the meaning of name of the group is not specified. Isn't it? Okay. So write down second point in case one. Second point in case one is that equal distribution. Equal distribution means what? We can say that m equals to n. So we can say that here formula will be what? Yes, means we can say that 2m, m plus n means 2m. These objects are divided into two groups such that one group contain m, another also contain m. M equals to n. So answer will be what? We can say that 2m whole factorial divided by, yes, m factorial into 1 by 2 factorial. Isn't it? Why so? because we can say that if two groups are there, isn't it, two groups are there containing same number of objects, that's why it is 2, isn't it? Remember, so we can say that why it is 2. Yes, we can say that two groups are there, two groups with the same number of objects. If groups are 3 and let us consider all three groups contain same number of objects, then it will be 3 factorial and so on. Okay, so we can see, let us consider, let's say you only tell me, yes, you only tell me, let's say you only tell me, let's say yes, A, B, C, D, 4 objects are there. Now you only tell me, yes, let us consider m value is 2 as well as n value is 2. That means we need to distribute these total 4 objects into two groups such that both groups contains 2 2 means 4 2 2 elements or objects. Now we can say that yes, first one will be the A B C D, then we can say that AC and BD, then we can say that AD and we can say that BC, isn't it? So three possibilities are there only. Yes, we cannot say that yes, one more will be there, BC and AD. No, this is already covered. Yes or no, both these combinations are same only. Why? Because groups are identical, so we can say that whether AD is inside this group or inside this group, yes, groups are not distinguishable. That's why we can say that these are same only. So answer will be what? We can say that 3. So we can say that 2m means 4 factorial, divide by 2 factorial, 2 factorial into 1 by 2 factorial. Yes, after solution you can see the answer will be the 3 only. Yes or no? I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay, we can proceed to the case 2. What is case 2? Case 2 is name of the group is specified. Name of the group is specified. That means groups are distinguishable, or we can say that different, isn't it? So here also we'll see first point. First point is unequal distribution. Unequal distribution. Unequal distributions means m is not equals to n. So here total number of ways will be m plus n whole factorial divided by m factorial into n factorial multiplied with 2 factorial. Why? Because here we can say that two groups are there. So whatever the combinations you return, yes, just we can yes swap these one. So we can say that we can multiply with the 2 factorial. Let us consider one example. Yes, you can understand with this example. Let's say 4 different objects are there, and let's say these are the groups. Let's say this is group 1 and this is group 2. Means name is specified, that means we can differentiate among the groups, yes or no. So let's say ABC, then we can say that this is D, then let's say this is C, this is ABD, then we can say that this is B and this is ACD, and let's say this is BCD, then we can say that this is A. Yes, now we can say that yes, we can take DABC as well, because this is a different combination, because here groups are distinct. Yes or no? Next one we can say that yes, just we can flip this one also. So this one becomes ABD and C. The next one we can say that ACD and yes B. And last one we can say that ABC and D. Yes, so total we can say that 8, yes or no. So multiply with the 2 factorial. That means whatever we can say that number of groups are 2 and groups are different, then we can yes swap these one or we can permutate, yes or no. So we can say that multiply with the 2 factorial. But remember guys, if 3 groups are there, means we need to distribute among 3 groups, then it will be multiplied with a 3 factorial. Because here we can say that let's say yes, one group contain A, second contain B, third one contain CD. So yes, total arrangements of this one will be the 3 factorial. Yes or no? Yes, we can say that 6 arrangements will be there. So in that case, that will be multiplied with 3 factorial. So what is 2? 2 stands for what? We can say that number of groups are 2. If number of groups are 3, then it will be multiplied with 3 factorial and so on. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Remember this one. So write down second one, second part, or second point. We can say that equal distribution. Equal distribution what? Equal distribution means we can say that m equals to n. Here the formula will be what? M plus m, yes, divided by m factorial into 1 by 2 factorial. So that is guaranteed if two objects, or we can say that two groups contain same number of element, then there will be a division. But you only tell me because groups are distinct, so in numerator also there will be a 2 factorial. Yes or no? So we can say that this becomes 2m factorial divided by m factorial into 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial. This 2 in numerator is because what? We can say that there are two groups. Yes or no? And here this one is 2 because two groups have same number of objects. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. So yes, here also, yes, we can say that that will be the formula, or we can say that answer. Isn't it? Okay. So write down one example. Let's say in total, yes, let's say 7 objects are to be distributed among 3 groups. Let's say one group contain 2, another group contain 2, and another group contains 3. Yes, and let's say groups are distinct, means name is specified. Isn't it? Then total number of ways of division or distribution will be what? 7 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial into groups are distinct and 3 groups are there. So in numerator there will be 3 factorial and 2 groups have same number of elements. So because of that there will be 2 factorial. So we can generalize for any number of groups in that manner. So that will be the correct answer. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. So based on, yes, write down one problem. Yes, simple is there. Okay. Yes, you only tell me. Write down first problem. Yes, first question. Let us consider in how many ways 6 different prices. Remember that all these formulas means division into groups is possible. Yes, we can say that when the objects which are going to be distributed must be different. And yes, we can say that the boxes in which these objects are to be distributed can be identical or distinct. Yes or no? Identical means the first case and distinct means the second case. And inside both cases, we can see that yes, answer will change when the distribution is equal and when the distribution is unequal. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So that is the question. That means the division into groups is possible when yes, objects are, we can say that objects are distinct. Yes or no? And the boxes in which yes, we are distributing, these can be either identical or distinct. Isn't it? So we can say that yes, in distribution total 4 possibilities are there. Distinct to distinct distribution, distinct to identical. These two cases will be covered by division into groups. Next one we'll see, yes, identical objects are to be distributed among distinct boxes. That is the next case we'll see after the division into groups. Isn't it? I hope that is clear. And last one will be the identical to identical. That means objects are also identical, as well as we can say that boxes are identical. Isn't it? Both are identical. Isn't it? So for both are identical, we can say that then there is no formula. We have to go for yes, manually. Isn't it? Okay. So we'll see after this division into groups. So you can remember that division into group is applicable when the objects are distinct as well as boxes are distinct, or objects are distinct or boxes are identical. Okay, okay. Fix different prices. In how many ways 6 different prices can be distributed among 3 children? Among 3 children, so that each child get at least one prize. Isn't it? That is the question. So here we can say that there will be, yes, various possibilities. There are 6. 3 children are given. Anyone contain one, two, three. That is the one possible way. Or means plus. Yes, second one we can say that anyone contain one, one, four. Or we can say that or means plus. Yes, this is also a possible distribution 2, 2, 2. Remember guys, the sum of these, yes, must be equal to 6 or not. Yes, then we can say that yes, 6 things or prices are distributed in actual. Yes or no? Or we can say that no any other case. Yes or no? You cannot say that 6, 2, 1, 3. No, that will be, we can say that covered inside this one. Yes or no? Yes or no? That one will be covered inside this one. How to cover? Yes, we'll see. 3 children are there. Then 3 children means by default human beings are distinct only. Yes or no? Every human being is different. So we can say that by default we can assume whenever human beings are there, so these are distinct. That means this problem is distinct to distinct. So what will be the answer here? 6 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial into 3 factorial. Yes, you only tell me this 3 factorial in numerator is because of, yes, groups are or children are, we can say that distinct. But there won't be anything in denominator because no any 2 children contain, yes, we can say that same number of prizes. Now you only tell me, yes, this is not possible. I already told you this one is covered inside this one because of this 3 factorial. Yes, so because 3 factorial will count all these possibilities, isn't it? So yes, you need not to do, yes, the permutation, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3 is covered. That's why we cannot write 2, 3, 1. That means this possible combination is covered. Next possible is what we can say that 1, 1, 4 or all twos, isn't it? Next one we can say that this one will be the 6 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 4 factorial into 3 factorial because children are distinct. In denominator we can say that two groups containing same number of yes objects because of that 2 factorial, or 6 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Numerator yes will be multiplied with 3 factorial. Similarly, we can say that denominator will also be multiplied with 3 factorial because 3 groups are there containing same number of objects. So after solution, we can say that 360 plus 90 plus 90. So we can say that 540 is the correct answer. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, guys. Okay. Isn't it? Okay. Write down next problem. Second, in how many ways 52 playing cards can be distributed among 4 players equally? Then what is the meaning? So here 52 playing cards means playing cards are by default distinct and players are human beings. So we can say that these are also yes distinct. So this is the problem of distinct to distinct. That means this is case 2. So there will be a multiplicative factor in numerator, isn't it? So what will be the answer? Yes, equally means each player has 13, 13, 13. Yes, we can say that multiply in numerator with 4 factorial. Yes, 4 groups are there or 4 players are there containing same number of objects, because of that divide by 4 factorial. So that will be the answer. Yes or no? Isn't it? That will be the correct answer. Isn't it? Next question you can write down. Third question. Remember this one. In how many ways 52 playing cards can be divided among four heaps equally? Heaps means we can say that yes, there is, we can say that group name of the group is not specified. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, so answer will be what? 52 factorial divided by 13, 13, 13. Now multiply with 4 factorial or not? No, because here group's name is not specified. That means groups are identical. Heaps means these are identical only. And denominator will be divided by, yes, we can say that denominator will be, yes, containing the factor of 4 factorial, because 4 groups are there, yes, having same number of objects, so that will be the correct answer. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Isn't it? Okay, write down next problem. Yes, how many ways are there to distribute, yes, hands of 5 cards to each of 4 players from the standard deck of 52 cards. Okay, so what is the meaning of hands of 5 cards? That means, yes, 4 players are there and we need to distribute 5, 5, 5 to all these players once. Isn't it? That is the meaning of hands of 5 cards. Hands of 5 cards means, yes, distribute 5, 5, 5, 5 to all these players once. Then how many number of ways are possible of this distribution? Remember guys, some students can do mistake here. They will, yes, do like that 52 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial. But remember guys, yes, I already told you guys that the sum of these, all these must be 52. Then only we can say that a division into group is applicable. Here this is not, yes or no? So we can say that here division into groups is not possible, not applicable. Yes or no? Not applicable. Now you only tell me, yes, you only tell me what is the meaning here. Yes or no? You only tell me, yes, we are distributing 5, 5, 5 once, yes, to all 4 players. Then total number of ways are possible. Yes or no? So we can say that, yes, select any 5 out of 52 and give to the first player. So total number of ways will be these many or not? Yes. And now remaining are 47. Yes, we can select 5 out of 47 in 47 C5 ways. Yes or no? Now give it to the second player. Then remaining are 42 C5. Yes, remaining 42, select 5 out of these 42. Then total number of ways of selecting will be 42 C5 and give it to the third one. Now remaining is 37. Yes, 37 means select 5 from 37. Yes, these can be selected in 37 C5 phase. Yes, and give it to the, yes, fourth player. So we can say that that will be the correct answer. So remember guys, yes, where to apply division into group, where it is not applicable, yes, carefully check it. Yes or no? Don't do anything blindly. Yes, I already told you guys that division into groups means what? We can say that the things or objects are to be distributed. Let's say 52. That means all these 52 must be distributed. Otherwise, if sum of all these is 51, then we cannot say that we distributed 52 things. No, Yes, if we distributed, yes, 52, that means sum of all distributions must be 52 only. Then only we can say that we distributed a 52 object, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So in this question, you can remember the questions in this question, or we can say that division into group is not applicable. Yes or no? So here, yes, after solving this one, we can say that the answer will be what? 52 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial into, yes, 32 factorial. Yes, just solve this one, so you will get this one. Isn't it? That is your correct answer. Isn't it? Okay. Okay, guys. So that's all about the, yes, we can say that division into groups. Yes, division into groups you will see at various places, isn't it? Here we can say that only two possibilities are covered. First one, we can say that the objects are distinct and the boxes or groups in which we are distributing, these are also distinct. That was your case 2. And we can say that distinct objects are there and the groups or boxes are identical. Then also we can say that, yes, division into group is applicable. This was your case 1 and this was your case 2. And according to, yes, we can say that, yes, equal or unequal, we can do the adjustments. Yes or no? So yes, here we can say that division into groups is possible or applicable. Yes, all the formulas of division into groups, that is the meaning. Means here all the formulas of division into groups are possible. So these two cases we covered in division into group. Next possibility is what we can say that elements or objects which are going to be distributed are identical and groups are distinct. Yes or no? Groups are distinct. Then we can say that, yes, this one can be done, yes, with one magical formula, that is n minus 1 plus RCR. Yes, we'll see in the next lectures or coming lectures. Okay. And next one we can say that that is identical to identical distribution. Yes, there is no formula for identical to identical. So yes, we have to do manually, isn't it? Okay. So these possibilities are there for distribution. So yes, two we covered in division into group. Next one will cover, yes, with one more formula. Yes, we'll see later how this formula will came. And last one is identical to identical, that we need to do, yes, manually. There is no formula for that one. Okay, so that is, we can say that a distribution. In the coming lectures we'll see, yes, remaining parts after, we can say that one or two lectures after that we start this identical to this thing. Okay, guys. Okay, so yes, that's all about, we can say that division into groups. Thank you so much.